You're going to want to thank the individual that not only introduced you to this opportunity, you're going to want to thank them for sharing this platform for you and with you. And I'm going to tell you, tonight's intention is to help you grow along this journey. So again, huge congratulations to anyone who may be new. If you're hearing this for the very first time, mark it in your calendars. Make sure you join our team band, get connected, get plugged in. This is the way that we stick to the fire. And it's pretty much us against the world, okay? If you dared to take that leap of faith to step into your growth and take on this opportunity, not only do we welcome you to this, but we also want to guide you and offer this training and support. Understand that tonight is just an example on how we get to partner with people who are so selfless. They go ahead and pour into us. So the trainers for this evening are individuals who are on the ground in the trenches, right? Boots on the ground, literally making it happen, making big things happen nationwide. This opportunity allows them to teach us what they learned through the hard knocks of their experiences, right? So you definitely want to pay attention. You definitely want to listen. And again, just huge congratulations and welcome to anyone who may be new and plugging into our training for the very first time. So I'm going to go ahead and start off tonight's training with the recognition for the individuals who have topped the charts. Now, what this reflects is amongst the entire team Relentless that falls underneath our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero. These individuals at this start of the third week in the 5-week volume month are already killing it. And the truth is, we want to go ahead and celebrate their efforts. We want to go ahead and shout them out. I know that you're muted. Go ahead and show them some love in the chat. I'm going to start off by acknowledging our top 10 UCES Customer Protection Plan membership enrollments. Now, it starts out with an individual who has had a total of 29 new client enrollments just throughout this month alone. Now, we are at the beginning of week number 3. So I'm only curious to see where it is that this individual is going to take this to. Recognizing Miss Zandra Bajes, boss lady, congratulations. #1 spot within the entire team Relentless nationwide, followed by the #2 spot being held by none other than our Haitian sensation, Mr. Bruno Floridor, VP, killing it in this game. Next, we acknowledge Astrid Elena Felix Leiva. That's the 3rd position, followed by boss lady Reisa Ortero, one of our regional vice presidents. Next is Austin Chambrenet, followed by Quitila Dansby. Next, Rosario Salazar, Amber Castro, none other than our Dr. Arnold Bogarty, vice president with this opportunity, who you just got to hear this opportunity shared by. And last but not least, Mr. Luis Rodriguez. So I'm going to go ahead and clap. I know I'm the only one that's unmuted right now, but light it up in the chat. Give them a congratulations, a pat on the back. That means that they've been able to strive forward with helping people transform their finances. And that's what we're here for. So next, we're going to go into the top 10 personal sales producers within our entire team Relentless. And again, this spreads out as far as even Alaska, California, New York, Puerto Rico, wherever you can think of nationwide. We have this position, #1, held by none other than our boss lady, regional vice president, Miss Reisa Ortero. Next, Sandra Bajes, followed by Bruno Florida, our vice president, as well as next we go into Arnold Bogarty, Dr. Arnold Bogarty, our vice president, followed by Anthony Kelly, another vice president within our organization. Next, Austin Chambrenet, Mr. Anthony Winters, Stephanie Lopez, boss lady Vici Quinones, and last but not least, Astrid Elena Felix Leiva. So again, I'm going to go ahead and clap for them. You want to light it up in the chat, just say salute. They're killing the game across the entire team. And our top recruiters, we're going to go ahead and highlight the top 10 individuals who have expanded our team, continue to introduce people to the solution that will transform their lives generationally. I'm going to go ahead and start by highlighting the #1 spot being held at this moment by none other than boss lady, regional vice president, Reisa Ortero. Next, Luis Rodriguez, followed by Jerome Daniels, vice president, Anthony Kelly, Joshua King Sexton, Zandra Valles, Julio Utreras, followed by Natalia Rodriguez, Desra Hernandez, and last but not least, Chantel Villarreal. So again, I'm going to go ahead and clap, but we want to acknowledge them, salute them. Go ahead and just say hello and congrats on the chat for tonight's Zoom. These individuals are killing the game, and we are just at the 3rd week of this 5-week volume month. Now, I say that and I stress that because if you are hearing words like that for the first time, Take notes. Get back to the person that invited you to this so that you can understand the power behind what that means. So we're going to go right into our very first speaker, trainer, mentor, example. And to tell you the truth, if not for him, none of this would even be happening. I can personally thank this individual, not only for inviting me to this opportunity, but to making sure he reached his hand back out to extend a reminder invitation to me as well. So some of you may have heard me share my story. This individual and I established a friendship. We actually connected on Facebook. So that might be something a lot of you can relate to. We didn't know each other personally, but we personally grew a relationship, not only a friendship, but this opportunity allows that to be a relationship based on business. But I will tell you, this gentleman is 100% a man of his word. He does what he says he's going to do, and he has continued to inspire so many lives. I would say countless, because I don't even think you could pinpoint a number of that. And what he's done in this with this opportunity in this industry and for our entire team has definitely impacted lives that he may never even meet in person, to tell you the truth. He's that big of a deal. Now, this gentleman went from what it was somebody could consider being broke and broken to now topping the charts, leading by example, and in a position where he's been able to retire his own parents. He, at this point in time, is a senior vice president with this opportunity. So for those of you who don't know what that means, he's created an entire organization that generates a minimum of $1 million every 30 days in business volume. There are traditional brick and mortar businesses that don't do that in a year, even two. To understand that this man has created something so big that in 30 days he can reach that point is powerful. So when he speaks, I listen. I'm ready with my pen and paper and my notes. I hope you are as well, because again, this is someone that has been selfless in pouring into growing so many others, all of us tonight, and so many more to come. So did our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero, can you hear me? And I know you're connected, but can you hear me okay?
Yes, Mark, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead and take it away.
Wow, man. I'm super excited. First of all, Myra, like always, want to give it back to you, servant leader, every single week, not only just on this day, not just on Tuesday. A lot of you guys don't know, but several days throughout the week, Myra's actually hosting not just Team Relentless, but other organizations and other movements that we have going on. So again, thank you so much for that, Myra. So much help in so many different levels. And then give you guys a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause, right? You're taking the time today on a Tuesday during the season, which we'll get into that a little bit later, and you're plugged in. See, that's what separates the weak from the strong. That's what separates the unsuccess from the successful ones, right? The ones that are willing to make the sacrifices and even get on the training when they probably don't even want to. Guys, look, I can tell you this, and Arnold can probably be a great example of this. Every single day I wake up, I don't wake up and say, yes, I want to go to the gym. I want to get bigger. I want to be healthier. No, I wake up and I'm like, damn, I got to go to the gym. But you know what? Once I get past that, I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be healthier. Hopefully I live longer. Hopefully I don't got to take medication when I'm in my 40s, my 50s. I'll be good. But every single morning I wake up and I'm like, man, I'm waking up to go to the gym. But again, that's exactly what you did tonight. So again, round of applause. You're just making yourself stronger. You're making yourself more knowledgeable, more successful for you and your team. So round of applause. But guys, look, man, I want to get straight to the point. I want to go and talk about what corporate has been talking to us and saying, hey, everyone needs to know what's going on, because it's something that we need to nip in the butt, right? And what we're going to talk about is chargebacks. Chargebacks, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a terminology that's used in the banking industry where basically a consumer will call the bank, not the company, will call the bank and say, hey, I never authorized this charge. Now, what they do, the bank will do what's called a chargeback to the actual company, which in this case is FES. Now, what happens is not only do the money gets taken away from the company and returned back to the customer, but the company also gets dinged. So what we have is called a merchant account. Some of you guys might be familiar with it. Some of you guys might not. It doesn't matter. But the merchant account is what a company used to not only collect funds, but also to pay their employees, or in this case, their agents. Now, the chargeback has reached a high level, jeopardizing the merging accounts. What does that mean for us? Well, what that means for us, if we continue to have this issue at one point, and I don't want to scare people, but I want people to know how real this is. The company can get shut down because they don't have account to actually pay us out on. Understand, there's a lot of people in this webinar that this is their main source of income. This is how they feed their family. This is what puts food on the table. So when we talk about protecting the goose, this is what we need to do. So as a team, Team Relentless, I don't care what other organizations are doing. As Team Relentless, we're going to do several things differently. One, I want you to start qualifying your customer and your agent. I know you're probably like, man, Xavier X, this is going to take a little longer. It's going to be worth it because long term, we all get to stay where we're at. Long term, trust me, the vision and the mission that the company has, y'all going to be, y'all going to be blessed to be in the position you're in right now if you stick for the next 5 years. And if that sounds like a long time, it's okay. You can go back to a job for the next 5 years. The next 5 years is going to happen regardless, right? We can face that. But where are you going to be and how are you going to position yourself today to be at a better place 5 years from now? And I can tell you this, it's this company, period. So what we want to do is we want to protect the company. We want to make sure we start qualifying our customers. We start qualifying our agents. What does that mean? Well, David did a great example, a great training, I should say, just last week on expectation, right? Give them proper expectation. You know, when you're signing up a customer, it's very simple. You're explaining the activation fee. You're explaining the $89 a month. You know what I mean? You're explaining that, you know, it is a month-to-month service. You're explaining that it could take 45 to 90 days to start seeing results. Not 45, 90 days to graduate the program, right? 45 to 90 days to start seeing results, and then just start following up with them, right? Make sure that they're getting the letters, make sure they're sending the letters out. And what happens is once you're communicating with them and you're actually following up, there's no way that, well, there is a way, but the average customer would not call their bank and say, hey, this is an authorized charge. Because why? They already know they're communicating back and forth with us. They already know some way, somehow, there's something happening, right? Because what's happening is this, the chargebacks are coming from people are not explaining everything to excuse me real quick, it's hot in my house now. I'm sorry, we've been like working all day, and then from working, I came straight into the house. It was cold, turned the heat on. House still was cold, but now it's hot. But what's happening is this, we're enrolling agents and customers. We're not helping them get started with their services, right? They don't know. They're just telling, hey, check the email. Only 27% of emails are open worldwide. So understand, you have 73% of people that's not going to open up an email, including the protection plan or the UCES. So since they never activate the credit restoration, they never see results, they think it's a scam. They don't call you, they don't call the company, they call the bank and say, hey, I never authorized this charge. Go ahead and remove it, because sometimes they can go back a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5 months, 6 months, and give the customer all that money right back. And then we lose out as a company, we lose out as an agent because there's chargebacks. And then overall, the biggest thing, we're jeopardizing the merchant account. So same thing with agents. And I know we had a great training that one of our executive sales director, Chris, did. And, you know, it was more package A and package B. Guys, you can continue using that. But once they enroll, you have to give them the full description. And I'm going to tell you why. Because what's happening now, corporate has already started putting in play where agent support is calling the new agents to help them out with their back office, to make sure that they understand the business. But what they're really doing is trying to find out, one, do they even know they're an agent? Two, did you help pay for that agent to get started? Or three, did you pay completely in full to help that agent get started? Which we all know, all of them are no-nos. You can't pay for somebody's way to come in, or halfway, a little bit, doesn't matter. You can't help them financially to start the company. So make sure some way, somehow, if that's happening, I don't need to know, but you need to have a conversation with that agent before corporate does. Because now you're jeopardizing your entire company, business, organization, empire, whatever you done built, you have jeopardized it if that conversation does not happen and corporate has that conversation with that agent. Pretty sure we all know what I'm talking about. Brand new agent, guys, just don't pay for nobody to start in the business, period. That's what I'm talking about. Because corporate, again, is following up. And the biggest thing is just to make sure that they are fully aware of that they're agents and not that they were customers and never told they were upcharged to become agents. Now, an email will also be an email notification has begun to be sent to the protection plan agents. So anyone that's going to be charged the $89 before their billing date, they're actually being emailed. Another way for corporate to try to kind of cover their butts, because again, when they kind of do chargebacks, now we send email saying, hey, their email was received. They were fully aware of the charge. But again, that's something in play to make our job a little easier that corporate's doing for us. So understand that they will be notified before the $89 charge, which just put in place for us. Now, another great thing that they did do is that if a new agent cancel, which they can cancel online, within their first 14 days of being enrolled, the system automatically gives them the full $288 back. So a brand new agent that comes in and cancels within 14 days of the date they enroll, they're going to get the $288 automatically. The system does it. They don't need to speak to customer service. We don't have to call, none of that. We don't have to send emails, nothing. The system will automatically do it. So that's what I want to talk about when it came to chargebacks. How is it affecting the company? What are we going to do as a team to make sure that we play our role? And then what is corporate doing for us as well to kind of cover our butts in this situation? So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me through the Band app, or if you have my mobile number, send me a text, right? But that's basically it on that. Now, another thing I do want to mention and speak about is the Credit My Rent. As of November 30th, right, they're actually also reporting to Equifax. So right now, Credit My Rent is reporting to TransUnion and Equifax. Guys, that's huge. And on top of that, they're not even verifying the information with the landlords. I mean, if you guys don't take full advantage of that, I don't know what you can take full advantage of, right? Guys, that's huge. A great way to leverage that, in which JoJo has this great training she's put together, which we'll announce that soon. But it's basically going to be offering a different package to your agents. You know, the credit restoration plus the Credit My Rent, credit restoration plus the Credit My Rent, and the secure credit card. You know, the reason why, and Razor can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember Razor used to do this in the beginning a lot. Razor will always make sure that her customers not only enroll for the credit restoration, the protection plan, but she will make sure they enroll for a secure credit card. Reason why, because within 30 to 45 days, that secure credit card is automatically going to increase the credit score of that client, meaning the customer is seeing a result thinking that it's from the credit restoration, the protection plan, not knowing that it came from a secure credit card. But it's buying us more time to get the results that we're looking for, and it's giving the customer a better experience, a more satisfied customer, because right away they started seeing results within the first 30 to 45 days. So that's huge. So leverage the Credit My Rent, and now it's being reported to 2 credit bureaus out of the 3. TransUnion, everybody use that. So that's huge. Again, another way to speak to your realtors, reach out to your realtors. Find a way to have a conversation with the people that you want to do business with. Hey, Mr. Realtor. Hey, Mrs. Realtor. Hey, I want to call you. The reason why I'm super excited, man, we have this thing called Credit My Rent. Have you heard of it? Well, here, let me tell you all about it. Within 30 or 45 days, it's actually going to report to the consumer's credit report on TransUnion and Equifax. Man, all my customers are using it, and I know it can be beneficial for your customers. Who can we call? Simple, easy, excitement, right? So I want to throw that in there, and we'll probably do a little bit of training. But guys, take the time till you go to your back office and learn a little bit more about Credit My Rent. It's stupid simple. So simple that I'm telling you, if you can't sell this, I'm telling you, you're in the wrong business. And then the last thing, well, two more things, guys. Want to talk about the decline reports. I'm telling you, we have been going in there every single day, calling people, just going through the reports. And within the last 2 days, not even 2 full days of business, I have brought back 3 agents and 2 customers. So I have brought back 5 protection plans within less than 48 hours just by going through the decline report. Very, very simple. Go into your reports, you have your customers, you have your agents, decline report, and you can see exactly who have not made a payment. When most of these 5 that actually started, 3 of them didn't even know that the car information was incorrect. It wasn't updated. The other 2 just told me they didn't have the money, but they were glad that I called them because now they have the money before they spend it in Christmas or Black Friday. They really wanted to go ahead and focus on their credit for next year. So leverage that. We want to follow up. I know the payments haven't went through last month, the last couple of months, but you know the new year's coming. You want to take full advantage of that. Reason why is because everybody's doing taxes. Everybody's trying to get their credit right. Where now a lot of items are deleted because they can't respond fast enough. Let's get you started now, not later, now. Right? So use that. I'm telling you guys, I lost a level R in the level. I have lost a level in the R&R club because I didn't personally did that. So when I tell you this, and when leaders are coming in and sharing this information, a lot of times because they made a mistake, they found a solution. Now they're training you on the solution. I'm giving you a solution. Run through your decline reports every single day. That should be something that's like mandatory in your business. And the last thing, guys, before I go into the trainers, is going to be the GoPro event. If you guys haven't registered yet, I don't know how serious you're about your business. If you don't have the money, get with someone in the organization, get with me. We're figuring something out where we can have a group of people. But whatever you do, don't have too much pride to reach out to somebody to say, I need help because I really want the information. Whatever you do, don't be the individual that miss out on the information because you feel like you have a valid excuse. Guys, last year, we made it happen last minute, Rob Razor and myself. The year before that, David, Myra, and Arnold did. And we're talking about during this season, like I think today, last year, we was on a flight to Vegas. You're on a flight. We had to get flights to Vegas. Vegas is the most expensive city when you look it up. We had to get hotel rooms. We had to eat out there. And we had to buy the ticket to get to the event. Guys, right now, all you got to do is buy the ticket. There's no hotels. There's no flights. There's no food that you have to buy. There's no transportation that you have to pay for. I'm telling you guys, there is no reason why we should not have 300 people on GoPro. Right now, we have 158. So everyone here just tells their business partner or another agent, hey, I'm holding you accountable. We need to be on regardless. I don't have the money. Let's call X. X told me he was going to figure it out for us. I will figure it out for you guys. I'll give you my word. I don't care if every city, I have to find one person and we'll have to go ahead and invest in every single city to have every single agent in that city meet up there. I will do it. Guys, Alfred had 30 people that went with him in his organization. And he went from a regional vice president of 250,000 in business to 4 months later doing 2.5 million in business. That's only 30 people. It also allowed him to make $1 million in commission. He even spoke with Razor. Razor, you get 100 people there, that's guaranteed $1 million. So ask yourself, and like myself, Rob, VG, Anthony Kelly, Latavia, Yvonne, guys, when I see all these organizations bringing all these people in And I'm like, man, that didn't discourage me. It motivated me. I'm like, yo, you guys ready to run? Yeah. All right, let me see how serious. We got to go. Rob, no hesitation. VG, no hesitation. Anthony Kelly, no hesitation. Lativia, no hesitation. Yvonne, no hesitation. But look where all of them are at right now. So again, make sure that you take the time. I don't care what you're doing. In those days, you X them out, and that's straight business training. Man, when Rob came from the GoPro, I swear I thought somebody injected something in him. I'm like, yo, whatever they injected in you, bro, I need it myself. To the point that Bruno came from, I think, from a different city just to sit next to Rob because of the energy that came from that event. So imagine the knowledge. You're going to be, I would say, a room, but in this case, in a comfort of your home, learning from the best of the best. Forget six-figure earners, forget high six-figure earners. We're talking about 7, 8, 9-figure earners that we're going to learn from. I don't know about y'all, but that's the room I want to be in. I don't know about y'all, but that's the training that I want to be a part of. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sitting there with my notepads and pens, and I'm writing, even though I can't even hardly read and write. But it doesn't stop me from becoming successful and doing what I want to do. You guys have to have the same mindset, the same attitude. Look, I don't care if Christmas is coming or not. That's the reason why we need to hustle harder. What do your family deserve during the season? And that's what you need to go get. Myra, I'll go ahead and give it back to you.
Woo, bro, thank you so much for that, Xavier, bringing nothing but the best each and every time. I never have to even question if you're plugged in because you are here, you are present, and you made this so much of a reality for each and every single one of us. I, again, thank you. Thank you with all my heart, all my being, and on behalf of the entire team, because I'm one of the other ones that's unmuted, I just want to say God bless. And I know that your journey will continue to be, God will be blessed because you are living in your element. As far as I'm concerned, you're carrying out your divine assignment. And ladies and gentlemen, you heard it best. I mean, this is an individual that has actually had one of our CEOs on the phone, right? So trust and believe these are words you want to abide by. He's only wanting to guide us and encourage us and point us in the right direction. So as far as all that he's shared, I mean, recognize this is a profession. This is an opportunity. Be a student of it. Understand that even if you got hired at Walmart tomorrow, or if you chose to get a job for a top-notch corporate organization, recognize that there's training involved, right? So it only makes sense to plug into the training. Just like he was saying with regards to GoPro, mark the calendar. It's from December 11th through the 13th. I know I'm already registered. And it's not because I didn't go before, but it's because I respect what that does. You see, you learn by people's experiences. So mark your calendars. Again, it's December 11th through the 13th, and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you want to be sure that you are plugged in and learning. And like he said, I will tell you myself, I already have that registration. I had a conversation with a couple of agents today. If there's any way that myself or any of the other leaders can facilitate for you to plug in, take full advantage of this, because I know what it was like to not only cop a flight to go, figure out what you were going to eat every day, and you got to sleep somewhere, right? So trust and believe this is an amazing opportunity, and it's a way to look at your glasses half full. You see, this entire year has been what a lot of us did not expect. We've been impacted in so many ways, but we get to be a ray of hope. We get to be a ray of solutions. We get to be a problem-solving opportunity. And when it comes to GoPro, for the fact that you can be, as he stated, in the comfort of your own home, picking up on these tools, tips, techniques, and learning the tricks of the trade, ladies and gentlemen, just consider it a way of you investing in yourself, right? You cannot serve from an empty plate. So go ahead and fill that bad boy and go ahead and be able to pour that onward, because we are a team of growth. We are a team of success, movement, and continued opportunity, right? So as far as our trainers for this evening, we're going to go ahead and start off with how they have seen that their experience is something we can all grow from, something that we can all learn from. Be sure to go ahead and be prepared for these notes. Understand that when it comes to this particular time of the year, as we mentioned, it's a season of high distraction. This is a season where anyone and everyone can use whatever excuse it is to think that this is not for them. But the truth is, this is. If you've decided to be here, don't take this lightly. Understand there's somebody out there that might be praying right now to hear about this information from you. And if they're not going to hear about it from you, they're going to hear about it from one of us. Trust and believe. So you want to be the one to share this opportunity with them. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we're going to start off with examples on how we can go ahead and continue to build and grow in this season. And I get the privilege to introduce the very next trainer for tonight. Now, this lady is someone that I not only respect tremendously, admire, and appreciate how much she's poured into all of us, regardless of whatever position you are in this opportunity. She's just been someone that hit the ground running. She had no prior network marketing experience because it's not a prerequisite. It's just an advantage. But in her case, she still decided to go ahead and kill this thing. She didn't even know what a slow season was. None of that has ever stopped her. She has a phenomenal story of growth, a phenomenal story of endurance, and just determination. She wanted a way out of her situation. She had her limitations and so many things that were challenges for her that could have been an excuse. But today she gets to share her story, be an inspiration, an example, and she's training because she has killed this thing from day one. So please pay mind and pay very much attention to none other than our boss lady, level 1 R&R club member, regional vice president. And what that means is she's created a team and a movement generating $250,000 every 30 days in business volume. Queen Raisa Ortero, can you hear me tonight? And are you connected?
I am. I'm like, who's he talking about?
You. Go ahead and kill it.
Thank you so much. I love your energy, man. Thank you so much for being selfless. I know that you do a lot of other stuff too. So just having you hosting these calls is amazing. So I really appreciate it. X, thank you so much for going over all those important things. I actually had conversations with my leaders about that today as well. Super important stuff to go over. Decline list. I guess the only thing that I did as well was just I reached out to all my clients and told them, FYI, this is what the charge looks like on your bank statement too. So we can try to avoid those chargebacks as much as possible. So just adding that probably to your scripts when you actually start clients too. But all of that super important. I'm super excited about Credit My Rent. I couldn't sleep. I was looking through everything, and Xavier knows how I do. Like, I'm like researching everything. I'm looking at videos, looking at the frequently asked questions. The more we know, the more we can sell that. And, you know, that's super powerful. So thank you for sharing that. But yeah, you know, I got one of the topics, building through a slow season. And it's crazy because I actually did some digging into my back office from when I first got started. And I just wanted to share with you that how many people on this call are feeling right now like it's a slow season, like you're not getting as many enrollments as you probably were. I think that we consider, I guess, in multi-level marketing, again, I'm pretty fairly new to it, but in multi-level marketing, it said that usually the busy season is between January and July. So you want to write that down. And apparently, August through the end of the year, August through December or January is always kind of like the slow season, quote unquote. I'm going to say that quote unquote slow season, right? So, but when I first started, think about the dates. I want you guys to write this down. I got started in January 15, 2018. And when I came in, that was considered to be the peak of going into a very busy season. As a matter of fact, I remember being in the chats and just seeing Xavier putting up and Rob and VG just enrollment after enrollment after enrollment. I'm like, oh my God, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Well, it was their busy season. But I didn't, you know, I didn't know what was busy, what was slow. I didn't know what was going on. So I just did some research in my back office and my commissions, right? Because numbers don't lie. And when I looked at my first paycheck I got from FES in February was total $285, my first month in business. And my second month in March was $1,400. Now, you can only imagine, I bet you Xavier was like way past that, right? Because for him, it was the busy season. They had already been planting way before me. So for me, that was like my slow season. But when things started to slow up for everybody, then I saw things go up for me. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit because I went from, only making $1,400, $300. I walked away from corporate America in May because I made the most money I ever made, which was like $5,000. But going into August, which was slow season for everybody else, I actually made the most money in August and September of that year. I made $9,000 in August and I made $10,000 in September. And this was my first year in FES, not knowing multi-level marketing, not knowing anything about credit, and not knowing if it was slow or fast season. I had no idea what seasons were. And so Arnold brought up a good point and said, when Raisa came in, she didn't even know it was slow season. And the reason for that is because I was actually planting during their busy season, right? So when people say slow season, we're like, what is that? It's really a mindset, and it really shows the productivity and what have you been doing in those months. Even when you have high productivity, are you still doing those tasks? So when it is supposedly slow season, you're seeing a return. So I wanted just to touch on the numbers so you guys can see where I'm coming from, because that was probably a game changer for me. I was like, oh my God, I've never made $10,000 in a month. Like, I used to make $2,400 take home at my corporate America job. And I never made more than that, right? I always worked corporate America. I never saw myself making that much money. As a matter of fact, I thought $4,000 a month was good money. And so when I saw that with this company, that's when I really, really started to work. So I have some tips for you guys. The busy season for others was my farming season. So the team and I were just farming. So while everybody else it was their busy season because they had farmed already. That's when we were actually, while it was busy season for others, that's when we were farming for years, months, right? So it was pretty much, the way I look at it was 7 months of farming, right? So in August is when I actually hit the $9,000 mark. But if you think about it, I came in January. A lot of people that come into my business and just in general that I hear from other organizations, by the second month, they're already want to quit, or they're already discouraged because they only made $200 or $300. But I did too. My first month, $285, right? I probably got like 3 customers. But I didn't give up, and I continued to plant those seeds. And 7 months later is when that began to sprout. So I want you guys to really think about that and think about the actions that you're doing now. So what I want to do is give you guys some tips for the quote unquote slow season. Find the source of your slow, right? So number 1 is going to be find the source of your slow. Start with social media. Right now is a good time to brand yourself. Look through your social media, comb through some things, look at your description, look at the things that you're posting. Are you using the marketing systems? Are you taking professional photos? I don't know if you guys know who Amina Rashid is, Senior Vice President, but she is killing it with photo shoots, right? So she's maximizing the quote unquote slow season with just building her brand and putting so much content out there. So I want to give you guys that tip. Comb through your page, and is your presence there? One of my agents the other day told me, I'm not seeing, I'm discouraged. I'm not seeing as much results. But when I looked at their social media page, they hadn't posted anything in like 5 days or 6 days, 7 days. People probably thought you quit. Like, you need to stay consistent when it comes to your social media and your brand. And then what are your mentors doing? That's one thing you want to do. What is Xavier doing? What is Rob doing? What are your mentors doing? What is Alfred doing? What is Amina doing? I'm consistently on their pages, seeing what they're doing. As a matter of fact, we have a photo shoot scheduled this week, like in a couple of days, because I'm like, Amina's just killing it when it comes to photo shoots. I think we need to get more present in the quote unquote slow season, right? And then what are your competitors doing? Are you looking at that? What are your competitors doing? What are they offering? What are other companies doing that you can actually change? So obviously in this season, I wanted to do that, is find the source of why you're slow. Are you having conversations? How many people are you talking to every day? Because a lot of people get discouraged because they talk to 25 people a day and they don't see that seed flourish that day. It does not work that way. But if you do something consistently every single day over a long period of time, guarantee that you're also going to have that kind of August that I have, right? So another thing I have is it's time to get creative. So time for creative thinking. Take your business to where the season is. So what is busy? What is the real estate busy season in different states? It could be different, right? Based on weather. So in Florida, it's always nice. So if you're up north and it's slow season for real estate agents, you should be scouting agents in where it's their busy season. So being able to actually determine that. Tax season, we're coming up on tax season. How many tax professionals are you talking to right now as their season approaches? There's tons of them out there, right? In every state. And never let anyone feel that you're not present in your business, or never let anyone feel that you are no longer working your business, because let me tell you, people are watching your page, whether they like, comment or not. They're actually looking for your presence, your motivation, and everything like that. So not posting for days and staying fresh to your audience will make people question your professionalism, and even if you're available. So never let them feel that you have that quote unquote slow season, right? And also with creative thinking, one thing that you need to do is stimulate buzz and build excitement for your peak season. And this goes with your team. So building that buzz and excitement for the months that are coming now. Don't wait till it's the busy season to hype up your team. You should be hyping them up now for what's coming. Because that following year, after my first year, right, I made $10,000 in August, but obviously me and the team didn't stop. When tax season came, March 2019, I had my first $30,000 a month in commissions. Why? Because we continue to engage. We continue to stay creative. I continue to hype the team on what was coming. And that's something that is of value when you have mentors such as Xavier, such as David Marquez and Arnold, that know the industry and know, hey, look, tax season is busy. And I didn't know, because the first year I didn't experience a busy tax season. But when they were telling me since September and October, tax season's coming, I said, okay, it's time to build that buzz in my team. And that's exactly what we did. And that's why we had that March $30,000 month. So you want to start doing now and building excitement with your peak season. And I'm just looking through my notes here, guys, so sorry. Engage. Now is a good time to engage with your current customers. So obviously when we're busy, we don't have a lot of time. So right now, if you're on quote unquote slow season, engage with your customers, reach out to them, right? So that way you can actually build those relationships, maybe get their birthdays, things that you can't do when it's busy. Things that you can do now is establish relationships, because guess what? Now going into tax season, they're going to be the ones referring you, because they've seen your engagement with them. For more referrals during busy season, don't be dormant. And then last but not least, creating events. Stay present, lives on Facebooks, local events. Obviously, I know that local events are really not happening, but a lot of these BNIs and a lot of these RGAs, a lot of these companies are still doing virtual Zooms where you can stay present, but also using your social media, doing social media campaigns, using engaging posts. So we have a ton of engagement posts, like with ice cream, like what's your favorite, A, B, or C? And you start to engage your audience more to look at what you're doing and your page. And then contents and raffles for your audience. You know, a lot of time we do contents and raffles for our team, which I highly recommend, like all the time. It doesn't matter, slow, fat, it doesn't matter. You should always have contents and campaigns, but you can actually do those as well with your audience on social media. I've done this before when I'm like, hey, if you post and tag me, I'll enter you into a raffle, and it could be a cash prize, or it could be, you know, I ended up doing the Revlon brush that everybody loves now. It's like a $70 brush, but I had bought an extra one for like $30, and I ended up raffling that. And so many girls posted and tagged me, and I had so many leads off of that. Just doing a raffle with the people on my page. And then discounts, obviously, right? Inboxing your leads, your old leads that have not got started. You can create a nice discount flyer on Canva. Do not post it on social media, guys. Understand that FES does not allow and considers it incompliant if you say on your post that you have a special, a discount, a blessing, special price. You cannot do that. but you can actually create something on Canva or on an app that says you're discounting $99 and $49, and you can actually inbox people. So for Black Friday, we did that. For Cyber Monday, we did that. And I actually shot it out to all of Relentless as well, so that you guys can use that with a script. And I actually enrolled about 6 customers in like an hour just doing that. So again, you can do things like that. And then last but not least, perseverance, getting ahead of your busy months. Focus on creating systems. Right now is a good time to create systems. So when you are busy, it's easier. What is your customer onboarding system? How does that look like? Is it documented anywhere? Does a brand new agent know how to onboard a customer? What is your agent onboarding system? What is your recognition system? Focus on getting your business in order right now if you are quote unquote in that slow season. So in conclusion, what I want to say is slow seasons don't exist. I really believe that they don't. It's a mindset. Yes, business goes like this, but when you are at that dip, that's when you're doing that farming. That's when you're doing that farming. And literally you get paid double, tenfold later. So it really doesn't equate to a slow season if you guys are following what I'm saying. They are merely a production. Slow seasons don't exist. They are merely a production of what you are doing every day and what you're doing right now with consistency. So that's all I have when it comes to slow season. Hopefully I was able to cover what you guys wanted me to cover, but that's just what came to my mind because I didn't know what a slow season even was when I got started. So I wanted to share that journey with you guys because I know a lot of you guys may be feeling that way right now, saying it's a slow season, people don't have money, but they're out there buying stuff for Black Friday and Christmas. So are you actually exposing as much value? Are you actually talking to that many people? Maybe you have to change your process a little bit. Are you present? Is your social media content? So there's a lot of things that you guys need to actually look at. But hopefully that helped, X. I don't know if that, or Myra, I don't know if that was kind of what you guys wanted me to cover.
I think that was amazing. Well, that being said, thank you so very much, Raisa. You always bring it. You have such order in your sharing. You have such, tact in what you do. Again, that's just a gift that you have, that you carry out and bless us all with. I know me personally, I lack so much in that skill set, but at the same time, that's why we're a team. And again, I couldn't thank you enough for all that you do, pouring into the entire organization. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to be thankful for her programming, right? You got to understand something. It's the mindset, like she said. So her proper programming helped her understand she had an opportunity in hand, and there's no such thing as a slow season. She went ahead and ran. And the truth is, I don't think any one of us could speak of or know about a job that even after 2 or 3 years with an investment of time would sit there and double, triple, quadruple the salary that you could be making. But an opportunity like this, a platform like this, just opens up the doorways for whatever it is that we create. This truly is a relationship building opportunity. Like she said, so many people are out there spending money because there's an instant gratification. Don't fall for that trap, because we've already lived all those years in our lives. And I've understood and I've known what it's like to have a 15-year-long career and walk away with nothing in my pocket. So invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your team. Take this season as what it is and understand that a lot of people are still getting denied. They're still having to put things on layaway. They're still having to figure out how to make ends meet. And I could tell you, remembering years where I didn't even have a Christmas tree at home for my kids. So I'm telling you right now, this is a way that we can bless other people, set the tone, set that platform, set that stage. I took down so many powerful notes. I'm hoping that you did as well, because for me, I'm going to be implementing that. Stepping into the new year, people are going to need us. And people are going to come to you and look to you for that salvation, that life jacket, that life raft or whatnot. And we can go ahead and save them and share with them an opportunity of transformation. Again, nothing but the best from this boss lady. Thank you so much again, Raisa, for that share. Phenomenal training. And we're going to go into our very second trainer, who's going to touch on what has worked for him when it comes to this opportunity with regards to this quote unquote season, right? I just consider it a season of high distractions, but we still need to be that light at the end of the tunnel. So this gentleman, he did phenomenal at presenting tonight the opportunity, But I'll tell you as well, he's directly impacted not only my growth in this journey. He and I actually went to GoPro. My very first GoPro was an experience that I was able to share with him. And along the way, throughout our entire experience with this opportunity, he's poured it directly into not only myself, I think the entire team, coming with such professionalism, coming when it comes to the facts on what it is that this business and industry can offer. He already had a ton of success before. He didn't need to do this, but he saw the value in an undeniable way. And he chose to hit the ground running. He's a leader's leader. He's definitely one that contributes across the entire organization of Team Relentless and his very own agents. And again, I'm just grateful to be able to thank him, connect with him. I knew him before this opportunity, but by way of this opportunity, I can thank him for my growth as well and success. Dr. Arnold Bogarty, our Vice President. Can you hear me tonight? And are you ready?
Hey, what's up, Myra? Yeah, I can hear you. And thank you for your leadership, and thank you for what you do during these calls all the time. And guys, we got to give it back to Raisa. I tell you what, so when I was doing my training, first of all, I was supposed to go before Raisa. You know what? That was part of my contract. I said, hey, if I got to go after Raisa, I'm not going. All right. But I tell you what, to see Raisa when she first started and see where she is right now, I tell you, we couldn't have a better example of a boss lady, or just a boss, period. Forget the gender roles, just a boss, period. Because I tell you what, I've been in this industry now about 2013, 2014. And Raisa's been in this industry for about 2.5, 3 years. And I tell you what, every time she speaks, because her attention to detail, her professionalism, and her perfecting her craft and her business, is so intense that I learn things all the time. And I tell you what, I use my little pink pen right here, and I took so many notes, with her, with what she was saying, guys. So listen, my training's evolved a little bit, because what she went over was a lot of the things that I was going to go over. And, that's because we always stick with training. We get trained all the time. That way we not only know the knowledge, but we can share the knowledge as well. And so, something I noticed, and this is why I take notes during training, that way when something is said, I can kind of piggyback off of it. I want to give a shout out to Zandra. All right. I keep hearing this young lady's name. Top of the list. And that kind of brings me back to what Raisa was talking about. When we were going through these, if you guys were on these trainings, and you would hear sort of the same names at the top all the time, especially through what we call our peak season. It was David, it was myself, it was Raisa, it was, a lot of the same people. But some of us who have been in the industry for a while, we have to trick the idiot upstairs, because the idiot upstairs, and that's our brain. All right. It tells me, I'm not impervious to this thing, that, hey, this is the slow season. All right. This is the time where, things slow down. And so you got these new people that come in that don't know that this is a slow season. They're super excited about doing this business. And now you keep hearing these new names at the top. And I'm so happy to hear it. We were talking about it during our leaders meeting. I think it was the leaders meeting before this one, about the new names that are up there. So shout out to Zandra, who is like almost the new Raisa now. I love hearing that name up there. And I know she's going to do phenomenal things, and all the rest of you guys that are hitting the top of that list. But I won't be before you guys long. My experience, like I said, guys, goes back about 7 or 8 years with this. 4 GoPros in. This is going to be my 5th GoPro. And some of the things I just wanted to go ahead and touch on, guys, is staying close to the campfire during this time. All right, you got to stay plugged in. There's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Business always has its struggle. And sort of what Raisa was talking about during a business cycle, business cycles, you have an expansion, you have a peak, you have a recession, you have a little bit of a depression, all right? And then you go back to expansion. Some of us right now are experiencing an expansion. Some people right now are experiencing, a peak. Then you have some that are experiencing a recession, guys, but you have to know this thing goes in cycles. And when you're feeling like you're in one of those, I guess you want to say, depressions, to whereas, you were so used to enrolling, let's say, 10, 15, clients a month or even a week. And now it's kind of slowed down. What we talked about, you got to go ahead and just up what you were doing. I'm a big fan of 10X. If you guys have never been to the 10X conference or even read Grant Cardone's book, he talks about, hey, when things aren't happening for you, you just have to 10X it. You just have to go to that next level. And part of that next level, guys, is growing. All right. You have to grow during this period right now. That's the time where you want to take advantage of reading a book. There are some people out here that are not taking their business serious. You're not. All right. If you're not dedicating, during this time, an hour to personal development, but not only the personal development, an hour toward at least your craft. Think about if you were working in Xavier talked about when I first joined this call center that they worked at, and them guys are doing, 7-8 hours of smiling and dialing, trying to make a paycheck. And you think about, what would happen if you spent right now, let's say 4 hours, all right, on sales or on personal development or figuring out, how to be a professional network marketer. Think about where you will be. All right. Think about, what Raisa talked about this fast season, when we start having the tax returns and people start joining because they want to go ahead and improve their lives. 2021 is going to be the year of the recovery. It's going to be the year, guys, of tremendous growth. Why? Because our economy just went through a tremendous recession. All right. Behind every recession is tremendous growth. And you want to be a part of that. All right. You want to be that name people think about when they say, hey, you know what? I got my job back. Okay. And so now they want to go ahead and fix their credit. They want to go ahead and get that house. You want your name, all right, to be the one that they think of. And how it's going to do that, guys, is like Raisa said, farming, planting seeds. All right. That harvest isn't going to come right away. But Raisa just said it, even when, and if you think about the numbers that she went over, even though she said she made $8,000, $9,000 during that time, what did she make in March? She made $30,000. So she was still planting seeds during what was her slow season. Okay, she didn't even know it was her slow season because she attacked it so vigorously, and then it paid off that next year. And so, guys, we're going into a time whereas, hey, people are going to need us. They're going to need what we have. And if you're not out there, first of all, if you don't believe in it in yourself, then no one's going to believe in you. And people can tell if you believe in it, guys. Social media, guys, everybody's watching. And so what? You're only getting maybe 2 likes on a post. They're watching it. All right. So what? Maybe you're getting criticized. They're watching it. They're waiting to see how consistent you're going to be. All right, guys. So you want to be consistent through this period. You still want to post. You still want to stay close to the campfire. You still want to invite people onto the webinar. Why? Because you're farming, you're planting seeds, and that harvest is going to come. And I was on a training with, Marlon D. Hester, guys. He's an executive vice president. And I grew up in the church. All right. And hearing him talk and hearing him say some of the things, it brought me back to that. And he said, faith is the substance of things hoped for. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. And he said, faith is seeing the finish line at the beginning. All right. You have to have faith. All right. In your decision that, hey, you made the right decision to go ahead and partner with this company. All right. And one of the best advice that I got was from a firefighter. All right. Out of Atlanta when I first started in this network marketing journey. And it was 2013, 2014. He said, be here a year from now. Be here a year from now. All right, you may be going through a struggle right now, but guys, struggles come to an end and there's blessings at the end of that struggle. And your blessing is going to come. It's there for you. All right, but sometimes we're not blessed. All right, God tests us. He say, I want to know if you're able to handle, if you're going to be a good steward of this blessing that I'm going to send you. And so you got to go out and you got to bless other people as well, guys. And so, guys, listen. All right, the harvest is coming. All right, but you got to be that farmer. You got to go out there and plant, because if you don't plant any seeds, all right, you're not going to eat. And then you're going to be pissed off when you're seeing everybody else eat. Why? Because in that slow season, all right, in that season of, I guess you want to say famine, guys, they still were consistent. They were planting. All right. And then when that harvest came, guys, they ate and they ate well. But not only that, they were able to share and bless other people. So, guys, that's what we're going into. All right. Hopefully that was a blessing. I didn't want to take too much time because we have some powerful trainers. I know Ms. VG Quiones is about to kill it. All right. Especially what we talked about on our leadership meeting. And that's one other thing I wanted to address, guys. Xavier is an amazing, amazing leader. And not only that, he has grown as a leader. He holds us accountable. You see, we have leadership meetings. Why? Because he wants to know that, hey, we have your best interests in mind. And so we go over what we're going to train on all the time. All right. Because you guys trusted us by saying yes to this organization. You said, hey, you know what? I'm putting my faith in you. And I guys want you to know that we have a lot of strong leaders, and it starts with the top, with our leader, with our shepherd, Xavier Marrero. All right. And we take this serious. We take everything that we do for you guys, we take serious, and we plan this thing out. And I want to give a shout out back to him, a shout out to Race, a shout out to all the other leaders. And guys, we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep giving you our best. But guys, you got to give yourself your best. All right. You got to look in the mirror and know that, hey, you know what? I did everything I can today to help another person to build this business, or you have no one else to blame for if you fail than you. So Mara, I'm going to go ahead and shout it back to you guys. Everybody have a blessed evening. Tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow's definitely not promised to us. And God bless each and every last one of you.
Thank you so much for that, Arnold. And listen, I don't think mistakes happen. I think that Raisa killed it. And I guess you were just expected to come after her. But no, I'm teasing. To be honest with you, I made a mistake, y'all. And the truth is, this is an opportunity where you can still bless people even when you make mistakes. So thank you so much for what you pour into all of us. Definitely took notes again. Now, look, I went through the chat real quick, and I just want to highlight these 3 individuals because I think this is a message somebody else should receive. A huge shout out to boss lady Cherie Torres. She is based out in Lake Worth, Florida, who graciously stated in the chat, tickets purchased, her door is open. Next as well, I want to recognize Wendy Sheehan, based in New Bedford, Massachusetts, voluntarily saying, I booked a hotel, so no kids are around, door is open. Last but not least, Mr. Walter Gonzalez, based in Dallas, Texas, who as well said, anyone in the Dallas, Texas area, hit him up, 818-930-9043. Again, that's 818-930-9043. Go ahead and review the chat because here's the thing. This is a team, right? We are all participating in each other's growth. And that's just a reflection of what our leader has shown us. That's just an example of how it is that we unite. And like I said in the beginning, it is us against the world. And we have so many other lives to transform. So I just wanted to go ahead and highlight that. And as I stated, I am based in Tampa, Florida, and I will get with any of the leaders or anyone on my team or anyone in the team or whatnot. If I can help and support that as well, then that's what we do. That's the kind of thing that we do. So leading on to our very next trainer, this boss lady really, I have to think about just the ways that I'm going to highlight who she really is, because I got to meet her even before I was a part of this opportunity and to witness firsthand so much of her growth. I mean, she just, it's inspiring, right? Regardless of whatever her past experience was, what her profession was, she's come into the game. She started out as a student of this and she is killing it, beasting this out, hands down. Her why is her children, her loved ones, and she's just so motivated to create a movement. She's been able to transform lives across the board, across the nation, topping the charts, right? And just straight up killing the game when it comes to being in this opportunity and representing what this can mean in others' lives. She's had the experience of growth on the client side, benefiting from this program, having this open doors for her. She has most recently killed it, stepping into her beautiful home for her and her children. She's just making these boss moves like crazy. Somebody I watch, someone that I appreciate and I look up to. I have a ton of respect for her, and she has definitely paved the way for so many. Level 1 R&R Club member, so she's driving that beautiful Mercedes-Benz and getting that monthly compensation for the company to pay that. But as a vice president, she's created a team generating minimum of $100,000 in business volume month to month. And I know she's right on track to hit regional vice president very, very, very soon, if she hasn't even already done it. But she also sacrifices of her time and dedication. So if you want to sit there and think about excuses, a young mom of 3 children, 3 young children that depend on her primarily, that has never been a roadblock for her. She's just killed it and been more motivated to do even better because of them. So without any further delay, please receive what this example of a young lady has to offer us tonight. Vice President, Miss BG Quinones, can you hear me tonight?
Yes, I can hear you guys loud and clear. Can you hear me, guys?
You got it.
Awesome. So what I want to do is, because I know we're all at home, you guys are all sitting and I'm looking at your faces and your faces are like, we need to pump this up. We need to build more momentum. So I need Relentless to at home, start get up and just start jumping, put your hands up. Like, let's get ready for training. They have us do this at the Alliance, like literally, guys. Go ahead, Arnold. Were you going to say something?
Listen, I'm not wearing any pants, so if I get up, I'm gonna be flat. This is, I gotta.
We're good.
You sure?
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Anyways, so guys, yep, like I said, drop some flames in the chat, guys. Team Relentless, let's get it, let's get it. Make sure you guys, I'm seeing a lot of you guys, y'all got these cell phones in your hands. Put them down. Put them down. Stop texting and start taking notes. Your agents are also looking at you. You have to be a product of the product. All right, guys? So let's get it. Let's make this money. Let's start taking some notes. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over lead generation, right? Because a lot of you guys are struggling with where to post, how to post. Some of you guys join and you guys are like, so what do I do now? What do you mean, what do you do now? I posted once. I posted this. What else do I do? I don't know what to do. That's the dumbest thing you can ask. I'm sorry, guys, okay? Because in this business, this is your business. So you can make as much money as you want, right? So a lot of you guys are like, oh man, I don't like my check. Well, guess what? If we run through these numbers, you'll be happy that you got that check. All right. And that's what we're going to go through. So I'm going to start off with lead generation techniques that I feel are very great to help you to start building a network, right? A lot of you guys probably don't have that many friends on Facebook. You don't know that many people. You're probably like, man, Susie gets more. Oh, snap. Oh, okay. So like I said, Susie gets more enrollments, right? Susie gets more enrollments than I do. I just don't understand that. Well, guys, remember, they might be putting in more numbers than you are. You got to understand that when I started this business, I had maybe 1,000 friends. And now I have close to 5,000. Close to 5,000 in less than 3 years. But you have to, what if you guys, if I hit VP, right? In 2.5 years with my network, in 2.5 years, close to 3, what if you could cut that in half and you could start building your network today? What could that do for your business, right? So number one, obviously, you guys want to follow up with your current clients. A lot of you guys don't understand that your current clients are also actual volume, okay? So those clients do carry on. They help you. 85 helps you for your next promotion, okay? So please follow up with your current clients. That should be number one every single day. Come up with a system, guys. I mean, there's so many different systems that I have created. I have client record sheets that I have implemented for my customers. I have a little folder because I'm kind of old school, like a dinosaur old school. So I have my client, like I have, my client's information on a client record sheet. I have their file. It says their name. I even have a bin where my files go in here and I divide it up by month. Okay, I just got to go back to the previous month, follow up with everybody, boom, done. So that's just me because I'm kind of old school. But there's systems that you guys can implement, right? You guys can do the 2 days, the 2 weeks, 1 month. Nicola always told me this: 2 days, 2 weeks, 1 month. Follow up with your customers in 2 days, because after that, that means they've already given us permission to pull credit. When you follow up in 2 days, that means you're letting them know that they're going to be expecting letters. Then when you follow up in 2 weeks, you're letting them know, hey, make sure you've downloaded your smart credit. Make sure that you apply for the credit monitoring, things like that. All right, guys? Next of all, you want to friend request 10 to 15 professionals a day. 10 to 15 professionals a day, guys. $10 to 15 professionals a day. If not, 10x this. And I'll go over the numbers towards the end real quick, because I'm going to show you how we're going to 10x these numbers. All right. Now, next of all, guys, call 10 to 15 realtors a day. I think calling realtors is more efficient and it's faster than emailing back and forth. Realtors, a lot of realtors really don't have time to be going back and forth. Time is money. Just pick up the phone. You can literally have a plain conversation asking them, hey, hi, is this so-and-so with Keller Williams? Hi, my name is VG Quinones. I don't have to even say that I'm a vice president. Hi, my name is VG Quinones. I'm actually contacting you because I have a credit repair and financial literacy business, and I'm looking for a realtor that I can send my current clients to. Are you currently partnered up with somebody? that's assisting your credit challenge clients, that's simple. Because if they're not, get yourself out the way and let your mentor close them. Like I'm telling you guys, keep it simple. The less you say, the more deals you close, especially if when you're starting off, you gotta leverage your mentors, guys. Number one, you gotta always be a student. Like I literally that's like number one. You got to be a student. I'm a vice president and I'm still a student. I still learn from Reza. I still learn from all the leaders. I'm a student. What can I learn today, right? So next of all, you want to post on Facebook and Instagram, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the actual different methods. Give me one moment so I can pull it up. So it's kind of like a lot. So I need you guys to take notes. Because if I make you guys screenshot it, you're not going to go back to your screenshots. When you actually write down information, your brain actually retains more of it. So yeah, no screenshots for you guys. Got to make y'all work. No sharing notes, guys. Y'all got to work. All right. So like I stated, so you want to post on Facebook, on Instagram, right? So you want to post 3 types of content. 3 types of content. Now, those 3 types of contents will be results. Customers love results. You know what I do? I go to Get Your Financial Lit page and I just copy all of the results. I put all of the results in a folder and I just post up 1 result a day. Just post up 1 result a day. People want results. Guys, you guys are like, oh, where do I get these things? But I don't have, they're literally there. If you go to Get Your Financial Lit page, they have so many client results in there. I just leverage all of that. Okay. Obviously, besides that, you want to post credit tips. Credit tips because people love free information. People love free information. So post credit tips or do a live going over those same credit tips. Do a live. This will help you to get out of that fear of speaking. People want to see you. They want to know that you're real. Guys, start off with that. Baby steps. You know what? I'm kind of nervous with presenting. So let me just start with credit tips. Hey guys, 5 credit tips on how to build your credit. If you want more information, I'll share the link with you or click on the link below. If you got the what is FES and the what is UCES system, I'm telling you guys, that will close it. Like these little baby things will make a big difference, okay? Baby steps, right guys? Of course, lifestyle. Guys, when I started this business, I really faked it till I made it somewhat, but I didn't have the money. I didn't have all the nice things. So I took a picture of a Starbucks cup in my hand. I took a picture with my kids at the park, time freedom. Time freedom isn't always luxurious money. People don't always want money. You guys really, like, one thing that I learned, and that's why I have my little Christmas hat on. Happy December 1st, everybody. But Boss Lee said, you know what? You got to be you for you. You got to stop trying to be somebody that you're not. Because then when it's like she said, I look at this, I envision myself being this boss lady with this sharp suit and all this stuff, but that's not who I am. That's not who I am. I'm different. But you know what? That's going to attract the right people to your business. That's why it's easier for you to build a business, because when you focus on attracting the people that are like you, that like to paint things like you, that like to ride bikes like you, that like to do yoga like you, join groups, Facebook groups, guys. The Facebook groups, add yourselves to at least a minimum of 10 to 15 Facebook groups a day. I'm a part of more than 400 Facebook groups nationwide. 400 Facebook groups nationwide. And you know what you can also leverage is posting. When you post things, sometimes I post if it's for sale, like if it's something for sale, and then I put the cost 0 for free. And it literally lets me post it and blast it. So, I mean, there's so many different ways that you could do it, guys. You could post a flyer like it's an event on a bunch of different Facebook groups. Why aren't you guys leveraging those Facebook groups? You guys could be posting power of credit. Why are you guys just posting it on your page? Post it on those 10 Facebook groups. Anything that has to do with building your business, whether if it's clients, post it on those Facebook groups if it's a client niche thing. Because believe it or not, people are going to be like, oh, who's this? They do credit repair. Oops. That's another lead. If you guys think this is good info, put good info in the, go put good info below. If y'all think this is good info. Now, besides guys, you want to add yourself to 10 Facebook groups a day, like I stated. And you also want to follow up with previous leads. I have a notebook. And my notebook is called my book of no's. I absolutely love it. I don't know where I put it, but I have a notebook and I literally have it open as I'm working throughout my day. And if it's an agent, I add them on there. Look, these are the people that I've already spoken to this week. Now, there's like, I worked today and last night and I didn't add those people. So tonight, I'll add them to my board for the week. And what I do is I put agent, look, customer, IG, Facebook. I put everything here. So I can see what I'm doing and I don't forget. I might have maybe a special heavy hitter or something. And I'll put, look, this person is supposed to be enrolling on the week of the 7th. This is an agent enrollment for Friday. I put my goal. I have my goal for 5 agents, 10 customers, and I also have my numbers that I have to go through. I have my, every week I have to write down, I need to know what I'm doing every week, guys. So this is important, all right? Now, next of all, you want to go ahead and you want to taproot. Taprooting, guys. Bruno has the best one of the best taproot scripts, as well as Razor has some good ones. I mean, there's a bunch going around with taproot scripts. Guys, use them. You should be taprooting through 10 people a day. Taproot through 10 people a day. Right? Now you want to send out shout out messages. Shout out messages, guys. A lot of you guys are not leveraging Instagram. Guys, Alfred told me like Instagram is where it's at. He said, I do shout outs 3 to 4 times a week. And taprooting, basically, let's say, for example, because I see somebody asked a question, taprooting in this example, let's say for you enrolled a customer, because that's one of the simplest ways that I can explain it, right? You enroll a customer, hey, can you help support my business? Or you can say, hey, we want to help you to get your services for free as well. We would love for you to help support my business. Can you post this on your page? Or you can, or there's a basic one. There's like a, I don't have it with me, but there's an actual post that you can post on your Facebook page where you're asking people if they can help support your business. If they say yes, you send them a taprooting post. Basically, that taprooting post is saying non-compliant stuff. Like I found somebody that can legally erase negative items like repos, whatever the case may be, and then you can put a non-compliant post like, and that's, guys, and this is again for people who are not doing the business, okay? That's what they do when they're taprooting for you so that you can get more leads through their market. Because typically, on average, every Facebook page probably has at least a minimum of 1,000 friends on average. So even if you taprooted through 10 people in one day, and let's say that on average, those 10 people all had 1,000 minimum, you taprooted through 10,000 people in one day. And it's just posting. It's just people sharing your business and supporting your business, like sharing your cake. Oh, Susie makes a cake. Let me go ahead and support her and share it on my page. That's simple. All right, guys. So hopefully that kind of helped to, you know, break it down a little more. Now, besides that, guys, you want to go through your declines report. It's not a part of lead generation, but it's a part of my daily routine. It's a part of my daily routine. Okay, guys. Now, I have one more thing that I have to give, actually 2 more things. Give me 1 second. It's just 2 forms, and I will upload them. So this first form, guys, that I have, this is called the social media cheat sheet content calendar. Okay, guys. A lot of us don't have social media cheat sheets. We don't know how to stay on track with those things. So we have a 24 days of content sheet. This 24 days of content sheet is actually going to tell you every day what you should post So you have somewhat of an idea of what type of content you can post, right? So for example, an inspirational quote. You can create your own or post other popular ones. Second day, your blog posts. Your own content is the best way to grow your following. So if you downloaded the What is UCEF and the What is FES system, you will notice you have your own blogging that's already created for you guys. So now on Tuesday, you could have posted your own blog. And now people would have gotten free credit education content or even business content, right? Next to that, look, quick tip of the day, tutorials, challenges, customer surveys, old popular content, webinar trainings. Guys, I love it. It's my guide. Best times to post. Best times to post. So it goes over Facebook. What are the best times to post? 1 to 2 times a day, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Scheduling and automation tools. Guys, have you guys ever used scheduling and automation tools? Or instead of you having a post on Facebook, then you post on Instagram, then you post, guess what? What if you had a system that posted on all 4 at the same time? And it was automated. And all of your content was created for the month. How much more time would you guys have to work on lead generation? That's pretty dope, right, guys? Canva actually has, if I'm not mistaken, a content calendar. You guys can actually, realtors have used it too. So you guys can check it out. But it also, like I said, it goes over here. I know somebody was saying Buffer. Buffer, Smart Queue, Promo Republic, Recur Post. I even have it for Twitter. So if you guys want to actually repost for Twitter, I have it for Twitter, I have it for Instagram, and I have it for Pinterest. Because did you guys know that you guys can make a lot of money posting content on Pinterest? And it is actually one of the top actual ones too in the industry where you can make free money and create free credit boards and people can follow you based off of your content. And even, like, can you imagine that? Yo, Pinterest is fire, guys. If y'all not on Pinterest, get on Pinterest. Because Pinterest is, y'all, like, there's things that people are like, but people are online every day. People want to learn. And Pinterest has a lot of free education, a lot of information. Okay, so you guys got to go with the movement, right? Guys, there's so much. Imaging and designs, fonts, stock photos, I mean, growth, engagement, visuals, following the 80-20 rule when you're doing your posts. And then I also have another one, guys. I have another form. I just love forms. This is my content calendar for like the week, and it reminds me every single day of what I have to do or what I haven't done. So like actually I got this from like online, but so some of these I don't know of, okay? But Facebook, right? So I would check it off. I posted on Facebook Monday, Tuesday, all the way to Friday. Twitter. Have you guys been seeing that if you post a picture of yourself, screenshot your Twitter comment, crop it, and add it to your picture? You're welcome. Now you also started getting Twitter fans. 2 in 1. You post a picture on Facebook and they also saw your Twitter post. If y'all think this is good info, drop some flames in the chat. All right, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm pumped. All right, besides that, guys, LinkedIn. Y'all gotta go with the professional movement. Sign up for LinkedIn. If y'all don't know how to, I'm telling you, a lot of these have they have videos, they have tutorials. I'm telling you. The same way you opened up a Facebook page and you didn't know how to open it, you learned, right? Same thing for LinkedIn, guys. But you can even post ads on LinkedIn. YouTube. Guys, YouTube is actually a cool thing that you can actually start doing. Like, you can start doing YouTube videos with your cell phone and just doing Zoom videos. All you have to do is download it, add it to YouTube, and it's free. And stay compliant. Don't talk about UCES. Don't talk about FES. Just go over credit tips. Create a YouTube video just about divorce and credit. How many people do you think would follow you who are going through a divorce? if they type a hashtag divorce or they type anything with divorce and credit, your page is gonna pop up. People are looking, believe it or not, people are looking for you. They just can't find you. So I'm helping you guys so they can find y'all. All right, guys? Vine, TikTok. Vine and TikTok, obviously, as you guys heard, TikTok is one of those things that is really helping people with credit. Like, you want to keep broadcasting it, grow that following base, right? And then blog posting, email newsletters as well. Okay, so that's something that you can check off. You know, if you guys only have like 20 customers, you know, send your customers once a month a blog post. Once a month, just send them a blog post so they can learn about credit, or they can learn maybe, hey, the benefits of working from home. Who would have known? Can you imagine? What if you send that to a client that is using credit repair? Once a week, just simultaneously, oh, work from home blog. I was thinking about you. Economy is changing, and there's an opportunity that's available. Check out my blog. Let me know what your thoughts are. I didn't say anything about no opportunity, like in the sense of, yo, I'm trying to recruit you. Hey, the economy is changing. We have an amazing opportunity. Read my blog. Let me know if you're interested. If you want more information, you're not recruiting a lot. If you guys are scared of doing sales, leverage your blog. You guys have all of the resources. It's just learning to leverage what you have. All right, guys. So besides that, I think that's pretty much it, because I mean, you guys can post, obviously, like I said, on Instagram, you contact those realtors. You want to make sure, oh, random messages, guys. Random messages is something that you want to do at least like a minimum of 10 times a day. Bruno came out with an amazing script. Your script is on fire. I use it, and I just sent it to like random people. That is amazing. Run through the numbers, guys. Run through the numbers. If you don't know, if nobody's talking to you and nobody's biting, well, guess what? Then you need to go for them, because I guarantee you that all 4,000 friends that you got in your Facebook don't know you do credit repair. So if they don't know that you do credit repair, you better get to work, and you better start working on the A's. And by Friday, you should already be down to the C's. I'm telling you guys have leads in your own Facebook. You guys have money, checks sitting there, just waiting. They're waiting for you, right? So how do the numbers work? It's all about ratios, okay? It's all about ratios. 10-1, right? 10-1, meaning if you talk to 10 people, you might get that one enrollment, right? I'm not gonna say you're gonna get it 100%, no. Especially if you're starting off in the business. But it's always a 10-1 ratio, right? The more people you talk to, the odds are that out of 10, one person is going to enroll, right? Whether that means that there's a pre-application, but they're going to enroll, right? So when you look at these numbers, ratios, right? I want to do a $300 example, because this is on a smaller scale, so to help you guys understand it. But if you're talking to 3 clients, if you're talking to 30 people, a minimum of 30 people a week, or you're getting them on a presentation, because I'm not saying you got, oh man, Beach is making me go talk. Invite, but you got to make sure that they're on. That's how they count. They only count if they were on, or you got them on a phone call. Okay? Because some of you guys are like, well, I got 50 people on, but all 50 didn't get on. That doesn't work like that. All right, guys? Now, 3 clients a week, a minimum of 30 people, right? That's $300 a week. $300 a week, that's $1,200 a month of additional part-time income that you could make from home. Do you have to go with these numbers? No, you don't. You set up your own income goals. You have to set up your own income goals, right? So personally, like for example, for me, my goal is I want to get 5 agents by the end of the week. So if I want to get 5 agents by the end of the week, I got to talk to a minimum of 50 agents a week. 50, because it's about exposure, guys. So if I talk to 50 people a week, the odds are that I will probably get 5 people. But I got to get them on a webinar or a phone call, or at least close them through text message or something, right? Now, look, customers, if I want 10 enrollments, I got to talk to 100 customers. I know these are big numbers, guys. Don't get scared. We still have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 100 customers, that's only 25 people a day on the low end. That's only, can we talk to 25 people a day on the low end, guys? I want to know can we all talk to 25 people a day on the low end, guys? Because I don't see nobody on the chat commenting. Okay, then that means we got, so these are goals, right? And then that's why I have all my leads, guys. So understand, you got to 10x your goals. You have to 10x your goals. Just because I'm not going to talk to 5 people, I'm just going to talk to 5 people because I want 5 agents. Reza, I can't enroll nobody. I talked to 5 people. I don't know what's going on. How many people you talked to? 5? 5? No. Get to work. But I guarantee you guys that you're harvesting these seeds for tax season. You guys may be like, man, but ain't nobody. You're harvesting these seeds for tax season. You can touch anywhere between 250 to 500 people on the low end a week. A week. 250 to 500 people a week that you're touching and you don't even see it. How fast you're touching them, right? So can you imagine, you multiply that a month, but even if half of them didn't enroll, you still harvested a whole bunch of seeds. So when tax season comes, you know who's gonna be making a check? Everybody who was working and who was listening to this lead generation training and putting in the work, because putting in the work is what gets you money, not taking notes and then just going to sleep. Putting in the work. Like, you got to get on the computer and put in the work. Okay, guys? I'm telling you, set these goals. Like, if you want to do 3, if you want to do, hey, VG, I want to make $1,000 a week. Okay, then you know how many customers you want or how many agents you want. Do you have a title goal this month? If you have a title goal this month, you know what? I need 10 agents to hit RSD or 15 agents to hit RSD for these 2 legs. Like, I need to work. Well, you know what? 10x that goal, because now you're going to supersede that. And now you planted even more seeds. Everything is 10x in it, 10x in it. All right, guys. So besides that, hope you guys got all that amazing, valuable training. I'm going to give it back to Myra and have a blessed night, guys.
Woo! Wow. Listen, VG, thank you so much for that. Not only did I take a ton of notes, I think you deserve your own segment for tonight's training. Like, you could have just kept on going. I know everybody's fired up. The chat is lit. Everyone wants more pieces of that information. Those forms, if there's any way you can share them within the band, which I'm sure you would. That's just how gracious as you are. Always looking to teach, always looking to pour into others. And again, from having met you on a little bit more of a quiet side, a little bit more of a reserved side, to see that fire coming out and shining through you is truly a gift. I appreciate you a ton. I think it's a blessing I was able to meet you by way of this opportunity. Of course, we thank our SVP, Xavier Marrero, for having introduced you to this as well. And then now you so graciously go ahead and pour into the growth of individuals, not only in this chat, but day in and day out. You do the new client orientations for our entire team every Wednesday night at 10. How selfless is that? I mean, you could sit there and just focus on your success and everything that you've been able to do so far, but you are still striving for the top, pushing forth and giving us all of these tools, giving us all of this advice, and just phenomenal training, boss lady, for real. Hands down, you killed it. You killed it. So again, thank you so very much for that. Really, thank you. Now, in closing, it's just something we've gotten kind of accustomed to. And he can, of course, state otherwise, but we did have our intro by none other than boss Xavier Marrero, our senior vice president. So I just want to go ahead and, acknowledge him, thank him, because when we started off, these trainings didn't happen. Some individuals like myself didn't even see a presentation. It was perhaps just a phone call, a conversation. And a lot of you may have gotten started off the strength of trust. And by that invitation, understand we were all invited. And he was invited as well, but he's just decided to take this very, very far and well beyond his own level of success, continuing to bless us all. So, Mr. Xavier Marrero, if you can hear me, did you want to give us some words of closure for tonight's training? And then we could call it an evening. What do you say?
Oh, yeah, man. First of all, man, let's give it back to our vice president, Miss Vigi Quinones. That energy was crazy. I had to get up and start doing jumping jacks. And then phenomenal job by our other trainers, Vice President Reza Otero, and also Vice President Dr. Arnold Brody. So again, thank you so much for those leaders taking their time and just sharing the knowledge and giving us golden nuggets every single week. blessed to be in a position, and you guys are blessed to be able to get this information. So congratulations to everybody stood on. I've seen like 18 people drop, but it's okay. It wasn't our loss, it was their loss. Because this is what I say, it pays, it pays to be trained, right? It pays to show up to training. It pays when you actually go out there and implement what you just learned, right? So what I want to do is I want to give away more money, right? Who wants money? I mean, I agree, VG. I'm looking at faces. People are like half asleep. I understand, but look, money doesn't sleep, right? Crazy people make crazy money, right? High income equals what? I mean, high energy equals what? High income. So it is what it is. But if y'all want some money, let me know. I'm about to give out like $200 real quick. I mean, it's a little light, but you know what I mean? It's free money. So, I mean, might be able to get your spouse a little gift that they wanted. You know, go get him that cologne, go get her that perfume, whatever it might be, right? But this is what I need you guys to do. Very, very, very simple. And this is why I always pay to take action. Like, don't be that individual that hear about it and, you know what I mean, they're just seeing it, you know, they're just the cheerleaders, they're just the watcher. Like, why don't you want to be that player? Why don't you want to be in the game, right? Don't be the cheerleader, be the player. So what I want to do is this. If you already bought your ticket to GoPro, put a number 1 on the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat if you already bought a ticket to GoPro, right? Now, what I need y'all to do, all of y'all, every single person that's putting this one, I need you to drop a screenshot on Band app right now, like right now. Somebody put mom of 8. What's that mean? I don't know. That was supposed to be a private conversation.
No, that means she has 8 kids. She's a mom of 8.
Please, but I said type of number 1. If you bought a ticket, I see mother of 8. Now, let's have a sock. Oh man. All right, let me go on the band chat real quick. I got 1. Let's do this. All right, it might take a little bit, but it's gonna be worth it. Somebody's gonna earn $200. So if you don't want the $200, you can go to sleep. It's okay with me. All right, Wheel of Names. Wow. All right, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I only got 9. I seen a lot of 1s, but I got 9 screenshots. See, it's funny, right? When I'm looking
for it. I can't find it.
You want to trust certain people.
Me too. I'm trying to look for mine.
Hey, so
trying to find it.
Go ahead and do a search.
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? That we was all on that GoPro training, so we're getting GoPro.
I posted your email is filled with that. I can't find it.
Cool story. Find it. Just post it. I know you got it, Cherie, but everybody doesn't know that.
I got mine before you.
I don't know about that, but nobody else knows that. Let's see. And then Cherie, if you did, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you something extra. Let's see. All right. So while you guys are posting that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. Here we go. And let me grab my keyboard. Woo! Look at all these names from last time. Nothing but winners. All right. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Actually, you know what, Myra, you're a way faster typer than me. You know, it's already like 11:54. Can you go ahead and log on to wheelofnames.com? And
Okay.
every screenshot that you see that they're sending, let me stop sharing my screen. Type in their name. We're just going to spin. We can do, Myra, you tell me, do we do one winner for 200 or do we do two winners for 100 each?
I say can you hear me? I
Yeah.
say we do two winners for 100 each. And
right.
This is, you said winnerswheel.com?
On Wheels.
Oh, Wheels.
I mean, I'm sorry, Wheel of Names.
Okay. Of names.
Yeah, just.
All right, so I am on there, but I realize I'm not yet sharing my screen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the names and then I'll share it, but I'm gonna start typing. Or if you want to tell me, I saw some of the names that I already know. Bruno, I saw Raisa, I saw Cherie. Let's see. Do you want to read the names to me? I'll type it.
Hey, Xavier, you want to do it like you did last time? Just once everybody gets their thing in there, you do a video of you doing it. Because this could probably take long. I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, right now we got like, oh, shoot. Oh, damn, that's good. No, I think, guys, 10 minutes. We can make it happen in 10 minutes. That's why I told Myra to type. If it was up to me, we'll be here till tomorrow. But we put the right person in place, Arnold. We got this, dog. I promise you.
Let me go there. Share my screen.
All right. So we got Arnold. We got Natalie, Reza, Gibbs.
Now, can you see my screen, or it's loading soon? I guess.
All right. I think we're gonna take and do what Arnold said.
Okay. I mean, I have like 6 names already typed, just so you know.
Because I'm seeing you doing it like that, it might take a little bit. And I'm looking at all these screenshots, and I didn't expect this much, which is a good thing. Cherie, did you just send me your bank statement? She did.
I sure did. It says GoPro right in there as I continue to search through these million emails.
I see it. All right. Oh, well, I think we got this. Yeah, Arnold, we're staying on, my brother. We're staying on.
Well, then I think we should do 2 winners for 500, and obviously you're paying it out.
So it's funny you said.
If y'all want to see that, drop a 5 in the chat.
Look, so it's funny you say that, right? So what I'm gonna do, guys, look. When we get 300, and I need 300 confirmed. So this is as a team. What you guys are gonna do is I need to have pictures sent to me for these 3 days of the people that are with you, if it's just you or if it's you and the team. If we have 300, when we have 300, I'm going to go ahead and give $500 away to one person. Or it might go all the way up to $1,000 for one person right before Christmas. So, I don't know, but I think we should definitely get 300. Guys, look, I'm going to tell you something. With all due respect to all our leaders, no one's doing this for the teams. No one. When's the last, guys, look, VPs and above, when's the last time any of our leaders did anything like this for us? When did they pay for us to invest in ourselves when we were supposed to already been doing this anyway?
It's like a boss paying you to clock in to go to work when you're already going to get paid.
That's it. Look, I'm going to pay you for what you're going to work, but because you came into work, I'm just going to give you a bonus. No one's doing that. So take full advantage of this, man. I don't know. I get excited, man. All right, let's see. Don't put David Marquez on there. He makes too much money. He don't need 500. Matter of fact, he should. Arnold, why don't you tell your leader, David Marquez, to go ahead and donate $500?
I think I got everybody that I saw in the chat.
All right, if you guys don't see your name on there, speak up now. David is giving away $500. It's okay. I misspell the names all the time. All right. So we good? Everyone's good?
Yo, X, what about if we bought a plane ticket to go out of town to go see GoPro? Does that count?
I mean, you're going to be part of it. I already know what you're doing, but unfortunately, you don't have that screenshot. But I know what you're doing, but I can't.
Hey, at least I tried.
But you will be one of the individuals that is going to help towards that 300 goal. So, you know, God is almighty. Pray that you win that $500 to $1,000.
All right, is that it? Am I missing anybody? Okay. Oh, yeah, there's another one.
Can you add Rena Gomez?
Yes.
Is there a screenshot for Miss Gomez?
Yeah, I'm sending it right now.
Okay.
And
you can add my name. I think it's only fair. Man, how many people is that? Yo, I'm happy right now. Like, yo, for real, I'm proud.
okay, so am I missing any other screenshots?
Well, you can remove my name. I was playing with you. I want
Whatever you say.
It's Rena, R-E-N, Myra.
Oh, Reina. Oh, my bad. I have a cousin named Rena. That's why. And you say Gomez?
Yeah,
All right.
R-E-N-A Gomez.
R-E. Okay, so I have Bruno, Raisa, myself, Arnold, Inez, Amanda, Jordan, Angel, Natalie, David, Egbert, Christina, Jenny, Jasenia, Melanie, Wendy. Oh, that's Angel. Oh, wait, I know I misspelled that one. It wasn't everlasting. Sorry. I don't think it was everlasting. Let's see. Yeah, Everald. Ooh. Okay, autocorrect got me in trouble. Everald, Catherine Garcia, Joe Chris, Lavina, Cherie, Jose, Rena, and Deja. Anyone else? Am I missing any other screenshots? It's your call, Xavier. You let me know if I'm looking for anything else or if we're good and we're going.
We're good. They need to speak up. She put yes, me. Chris, unfortunately, no. And the screenshot don't work when it comes to showing up with all right. So
dang, you don't count that we flying out, bro.
I apologize. I see the intent. And again, you gotta have so many people that are partnering with people to go see it. I just want to take the ones that bought the ticket. But again, everybody else is gonna have the chance, Chris. You're gonna have a chance to win 500 to 1,000. So don't worry about the $200.
Natalie, I'm canceling my flight and I'm buying my GoPro ticket.
You don't want to do that. See, there's a lot of golden nuggets.
Nah, you're gonna love it.
All right. Anybody else? Cool. And another thing is, you got to be on this call. If your name gets called, you're not on this call, 10 seconds, move on to the next person. The rules are set. All right. Somebody put no. Okay. All right. Ma, are you ready?
Let's go. I'm gonna hit tap to spin.
Go ahead, tap it. First winner, $400 is. Go ahead.
Deja Hernandez. Congratulations. Woo! Awesome. Excellent.
Yeah,
Now.
Deja, congrats.
Is she on?
Thank you.
Congrats, Deja. I mean, hookah on you when I get to Boston.
It's always on.
I mean, I don't see.
I got you, Chris.
Excellent. Congratulations.
2-hour testimony.
Should I go into the next one?
Yeah, I guess I don't have.
Shut up, Anthony. Shut up.
Shuffle it, went ahead and share, customize, save, close. How do I?
Next winner. Hey, real quick, next winner. Everybody be quiet. I want to speak to that person that wins. No, it can't be Bruno. Okay.
Reina Gomez.
All right. Woo! Hey, Reina, how you doing? You on?
Yep, I'm here.
Perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me know if I have to Apple Pay or Zelle.
I don't have either one of those.
So then, who's your leader? Who
Raisa.
Raisa, Cash App for $100.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll send you like 25. But so congratulations.
Whatever. Both of them are mine. Congrats, guys.
All right, so same thing. It was Deja, right? I mean, the first one.
Rena.
Deja Hernandez.
Yeah, Miss Hernandez. That's what it was. So Deja, do the same thing. Deja, do you have Apple Pay or Zelle? Deja?
I have Zelle.
You have Zelle?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So then just on the band, send me your number. I think I already got the number, but just send it to me again and I'll send you that. Razor, please do me that favor. I'll go ahead and send that to you as well. Well, congratulations to two of our winners. Guys, I think I counted we had like 30, almost like 30 something people who already registered. So when you think about it, just those 30 alone, go out there and get 9 more people to come see it with you, 9 more agents. We hit the 300. Somebody's going to be 500 to maybe $1,000 richer right before Christmas. But don't even worry about the prize. That's just a little add-on. The real value is the actual training itself. Make sure you stay plugged in. Make sure you take notes. Make sure after you take the notes, like how VG said, just don't take the notes close to the book and go to sleep. Take the notes, keep the book open, and actually go to work. All right? So guys, thank you so much.
X.
Yes, sir.
Hey, me and David were just talking. We're gonna go ahead and up that. So we're gonna up that to 200 each. So we're gonna let the winners win 200. So I'm gonna send Raisa 100. David will send Raisa 100. She can go ahead and send the people, the winners. Congratulations, guys, from your vice presidents and above.
Word, that's what we doing?
That's what we doing. You matching?
Wow, what's up, Raisa? How you feeling?
X was trying to jip me. So he's like, I'll send you 25. So I don't know how I feel about that.
I didn't think you caught that, but I'm saying I got you. If you put
both of them are on my team, so
then you're matching me.
All day.
What? Yo, $300 each?
Hold up, I like to say
that's a great rate of return. Great rate of return.
We should spin again.
Spin again?
Yeah, the money that we got 200, so we got 2 more winners.
I got the wheel still. I'll share my screen again. Let's do this.
Let's run it. I mean, look, this is what I love about my leaders. God, man, let's give it up to the leadership.
Send me
guys, I didn't ask them to do that. That was out of their own will. Like, guys, we work hard for this money. And they're over here just giving it away. I mean, at this time, Myra, you might as well add my name to the list because
Nah. we need to take all vice presidents out.
Yeah, remove Bruno. Bruno, I love you, but remove Bruno. Bruno made
so
remove Arnold, remove David, remove Razor. Is VG on there? VG didn't even send her screenshot. Yeah, don't even add VG's name on there. Let's see.
Right. X, while she does that spin real quick, there is an email that went out today, and I did post it in the chat earlier for the agents. It's not just purchase the ticket physically has to be registered in order for it to go through. So a registration email went out today, and everybody physically has to register their ticket.
Thank you for telling me that, because I would never check that email. I would have just tried to log in that day.
All right, so am I going off of this list, just this list right here? Is that right?
Let's do it.
Cherie's a vice president. We gotta move Cherie.
Oh.
She's there.
Remove. You said remove Cherie?
The back office has to update still.
I mean, right? No, she's good. She's good.
I think she's good. All right, cool. So we ready to spin?
All right. So hold on. So who's gonna do this first payout, Dr.
Yeah, I got it. So instead of that, we're just going to do 2 more winners, right?
Yeah, so let's just do that.
All right, cool.
No,
All right.
we're doing 4 more winners because Razor's going to give away $200 away.
I'm
All right, let's do the 2 winners. Come on, guys.
All right, ready?
That's what happened.
Spin. Natalie Rodriguez. Woohoo!
Isn't Natalie a vice president?
Not yet. But okay, yeah, I'm almost there. Thank you.
There's no way 3 people that won is under her organization.
Hey, they're the ones on training.
That's true. That's true. The 4th one. Let's do. All right, this is from David. David's going to pay out somebody.
One more final and last winner, I think, for the night.
I swear Razor said she did at least 100.
Amanda.
Congratulations.
Say the last name. Congratulations, Amanda.
Thank you so much.
God. Listen, I mean, it's 11:59. For everybody even still just plugged in right now, that speaks volume to your dedication at this. So definitely a huge congratulations to everybody.
Hey, Amanda, go ahead and hit me up on Messenger. Send me your Cash App.
Yeah, and then Razor, what I'm gonna do to make it easier, I'm just gonna sell you the 200, and then you can just go ahead and
congratulations, guys,
and do the Cash Apps.
Okay, I don't even know who I owe money to right now.
They're gonna hit you up. Trust me, you'll know. All right, congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much, leaders, team, leadership. I love you guys. Team Relentless, I love you guys. Let's get it. Remember, there's no slow season for us. This 10 exit. Razor's a prime example. When she came in, it was just a mindset. Arnold just broke down the whole science behind it. You just go out there and crack the code. And then VG just showed you how to constantly keep planting seeds. There's no reason why tonight you should have any excuses why your business is slow. Because if it's slow, that means you're just moving slow and pick up the pace. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. See you guys online or in person.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. I'm going to Race's team. Her team is winning.
Hey, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.